What's up guys, Protagonist here, and today I'll be doing an updated deck profile on my Ahsha deck. So I've made many changes to this Ahsha deck with the help of you guys, so thank you very much for leaving comments down below and helping me improve on my decks. Alright, overall recap on what Ahsha does is, this deck focuses on gaining huge power, probably one of the biggest power gains in Vanguard, meanwhile recruiting units from the deck like Royal Paladins. So in a way, this deck is amazing because you have consistency and power gain, which is what I like about this deck. Alright, the changes I've made is I've added Greenshot Elf into the deck because I felt that Turia was some of you guys has commented that Turia doesn't go well with Flower Screen, and I agree with you guys because Turia has nothing else to copy other than PR. My previous main goal of the field formation is to get PR onto the field and get the perfect formation. However, this time you can go to either PR or Greenshot Elf. This makes the deck more flexible and more consistent. So thank you guys for once again helping me with this deck. Alright, I will do a deck profile right now and explain why I make some of the card choices. First is 4 copies of Ahsha, the very great basic grade 3 Ahsha. Her first skill is Generation Break 2. All of your units gains the ability Continuous. During your turn, if you have another unit with the same name as the unit on your Vanguard or Vanguard circle, that unit gains a 5k power. So imagine, let's say you run out of strides, and you have a full field of PR or Greenshot Elf. All those units gains a 5k power each. So it's very simple, and it's just nice to have. It's like a step up of Ultima's power up. Ultima's gives the front row plus 5k. This is gain all units the same unit plus 5k, which is really easy. Alright. Her second skill is whenever you perform Stride, so whenever you stride any of your cards on your G-Force, you can Counter Blast one and clone one card on your field. If you do, that new unit gains plus 2k power. So this is great because it helps set up your formation for your final turn kill with Glorious Bloom. Alright, she is the main target you want, right? So at all costs, even if you get another grade 3, a secondary grade 3, you have to search Ahsha out because most of your Glorious Bloom requires you to have Ahsha in a card name similar to Odd now. So yeah. So she's your main right target, so you must draw at all costs. She's freaking amazing if you do. Alright, second grade 3s you play is just a mix of Vegetable Avatar and Sunflower Dragon. Their ability is when you ride the Vanguard, you can Counter Blast 1 and Soul Blast 1 if you do clone one unit on the field. So it's basically there to be a backup grade 3 and just to clone a card. So that later on if you ride into Ahsha, you could just ride over Ahsha and just continue your game. So you won't lose out much of an advantage even if you ride Vegetable Avatar. Alright, let's go on grade 2s, which is the most important card in the deck. For Greenshot Elf. Greenshot Elf ability is Bloom. Bloom's skill is whenever a unit with the same name enters the field. Let me pick up the card and show you. Whenever a unit with the same name, whenever a Greenshot Elf enters on the Vanguard circle, select up to 5 Greenshot Elf on the field and it gains a 2k power and boost. So she's amazing because if you stack a lot of copies on her on the field, all of them will gain the power up. Alright, the reason why I don't play the grade 1 is because instead of using the grade 1, I use the PR. There's a reason why PR is so damn good. It's not because she gains that mini power, it's because she is able to recycle cards. Because many of times if you fight decks that actually retire your rear guards, you're kind of fucked actually. So cards like the reason why I include her as well is because she's able to cycle cards back from your drop zone into your deck once again, so that you can superior call with your Glorious Bloom. So for example, let's say you have 4 copies of Greenshot Elf, sorry, 3 on the field, then you call your 4th copy with Glorious Bloom. So you will trigger 3 of the Greenshot Elf's ability, which means all of your units gains by 6k power. So that's pretty damn amazing because I'll be striding to Glorious Bloom every single time, and every single time all my rear guards is a 6k power, inclusive of a 20k power to each rear guard. So you can imagine how much power that will get. Alright, this version may not be as explosive as the Bloom one, but I won't say it's more consistent, but I kind of prefer playing it that way because I'm not very good at New Nectar, to be honest, and I make this deck mainly because of Tokoha. So yeah, 4 copies of Greenshot Elf. Definitely try out this deck, guys, because I actually enjoy this deck a lot. Alright, next is 4 copies of Flower Screen Maiden. Her ability is once per turn, activate. You may just pick it up for you. Once per turn, activate, you may shuffle one normal card, so you cannot shuffle trigger backs from your drop zone into your deck. If you do, this unit, you choose select one card on the field and it becomes that it clones the same name. So the reason why I use her is because I can place her anywhere. I could even place her behind the Vanguard and you later copy her name into Greenshot Elf, superior core with Greenshot of her. She'll gain the boost ability anyway because Greenshot Elf skill is giving other Greenshot Elf the ability to boost and plus 2k. Yeah, that's simple. And the main reason why I use her is because once again she is able to recycle cards. I am very focused in consistency, so yeah, I don't like my plans to get ruined, so I like to play the recycle cards. And she improves the consistency of the whole combo anyway, so 4 copies. I built this deck for more consistency, although it drop off a bit of power. Let's be honest, who the hell is gonna guard 60k guard with Glorious Bloom skill? The power is enough already. It's now making the balance of consistency and the power. So yeah, I'm going for more consistency in this build, and somehow I like this build more. Right. Next is this unit. Forgot what the name is. It's basically when you control an Ahsha Vanguard. When this unit is placed on a Red Guard circle, you can counter blast 1 and soul blast 1. If you do, select one card on the field and clone it, and it gains us 2k power. Yeah. That's simple. Basically I use her to if I need to fetch out cards for her combo, I can use her skill to just super call 1. So yeah, I could even replace itself. For example, let's say I call this a Red Guard circle, I can clone her and replace her over. So it's a cost of 1 count blast, you can transform into her. So it's pretty cool. It's consistent. Alright, let's get on to grade 1s. 4 copies of Strike Helpers. Very important because your main right target is Ahsha, which helps you search for Ahsha skill. When this unit is placed on the Red Guard circle, discard, review a grade 3 from your hand. If you do search your deck for Ranunculus Ahsha and add it to your hand and discard 1 card after that. So yeah, consistency. 4 copies of People Perfect Guards. Oh well, this deck eats a lot of Counter Blast, to be honest, because her skill eats Counter Blast every turn. Your starter eats Counter Blast as well. So yeah, Unflippers is more for me. I'm not using a lot of Bloom. The reason why I don't use the triple R in the deck because the only Bloom I use is this card. Damn it, I'm never gonna search that card out anyway. So just play Vegetable Avatar. It's much simpler that way. Now next is 4 copies of Pia. Pia ability is once per turn. Activate. You may shuffle back 2 normal units to your two normal units from your drop zone into your deck. If you do, select up to 4 copies of Pia on your Red Guard circle, and all of them give us 3k power. Yeah, so great card. It's also mostly used for final turn push. Let's say I run out of strikes, I can just return everything. My opponent won't be able to guard that because if you have stack up Pias, it is huge. So yeah. Alright, another reason why I play Pia is because it's another one of your winning image. So the main combo, the way I play this deck is, once I get my Ahsha, you must either have one of these or one of these on the field. Then you must decide on which one you're gonna be using the formation on, the Pia formation or the Greenshot formation. So yeah. And Pia is able to return stuff to your deck. So even if your other Pia got retired, send the retired Pia back into your deck, use a skill, get it back, and get 20k, 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 20k. So yeah, 4 Pia, super powerhouse. Next is Maiden of Sweet Berry. This one very interesting card. This one is from from tournament promo. So I actually would bump her up to 3 by removing 1 Strike Helper. Her skill is, give me a sec. Select up when this unit is placed on the. Oh, sorry, it's activate. When this unit is placed, you can. Oh my god, this is so difficult. Alright, select one card that is not. Select one card on your field that is not her and clone it to your field. If you do, shuffle back into your deck. So that's amazing because she helps you with your consistency of your combos. So you're lacking any combo piece, you can shuffle back and become any of your combo piece, aka Greenshot Elf or Pia. So yeah, 2 copies just as backup combo to fix your combos. Alright, for trigger lineups, we play 8 crits because this is a normal aggressive build. You can play stance if you want, it's up to you. 4 draws. The reason why I play 4 draws, very simple reason, is because this deck actually lacks a lot of defense. You do not have a lot of defensive cards to draw cards, so I feel that you need at least a bit of draw power to maintain your life Because if you are able to maintain your life, high chance you can finish your opponents off with your huge power anyway. And 4 heals. Alright, next is 2 copies of these starters. Her skill is Count +1 and place unit into the soul. If you do, clone 1 grade 2 or below unit and call it to your rearguard circle. So the reason why I play her is because she is able to either clone into Pia or Green Shot Elf. And the new starter can only clone a grade 2, so I feel that this is more consistent. And anyway, the counter blast is not used much other than for her skill. And she helps fuel the soul as well. Oh yeah, that unit fuels the soul as well. The reason why I play 2 is because sometimes when I do not call any units to the rearguard circle, sometimes I do not draw in the rearguard circle, do not draw into any rearguards, I can at least use the strike skill to clone the starter so that I can get another starter, skill both of them go into and build my field right after that. So yeah, let's get on to the strikes. First, 4 copies of Spinning Dreams Ranunculus. Dream Spinning, sorry. Right. Let me stop doing. Okay, her skill is once per turn. Choose a copy of yourself and flip it out in the G zone. If you do, this unit gets an ability once per turn. Choose one of your rearguards, and if you have 2 or more rearguards with the same name as that card, all of your other units on the front row gains plus 5k power until end of turn. So yeah. So you can use this skill during your first strike, so that's freaking amazing. The reason why we are going for her first strike is because second strike onwards you're going for the Glorious Bloom so that you can start pressurizing your opponent for huge numbers. So the reason why, that's why you have to play 4 copies of her, because for each copy of her you have face up, your rearguard gains a 5k power. So by your second strike you'll be doing like 15k each rearguard, then the third strike will be at 20k each rearguard. That's freaking huge. And as a bonus, she gives you a front row plus 5k, so in early game you still can push hard. Your opponent most likely gonna guard early game because late game they won't be able to guard at all. Alright, her second skill is, then if the number of face-up cards in your G zone is 2 or more, choose up to one of your rearguards and search and clone it, and it gets a 2k power at the end of turn. So that's a bonus to use, but we will never use it since we'll be striding into the boss monster, the beautiful Ahsha Glorious Bloom. Alright, her skill is really complicated. Activate Counter Blast 1 and Soul Blast 1 and flip 1 card in your G zone face up. This is why I play 1 copy of her, just to flip up actually. If you do, clone 1 card on the field, and after that unit is being cloned onto the field, select 4 cards with the same name clone that card cloned. So for example, if you clone Green Shot Elf, select up to 4 Green Shot Elf on your field, and for each Dreaming Spin on your field, on your G zone face up, those unit gets 5k power. So by second strike, most likely you have 3 face up, first strike 2, then strike, flip her up, so you have 3. So each rearguard has 15k. Next strike, strike again, then you flip another one, is 20k for each rearguard. So that is freaking huge. Second ability is, if you have a card with the same name as this unit, it gains a 1 crit. So what you can do, you can use Flower Screen to clone into her, and just give her that 1 crit for the throw, because your opponent will want to guard this because he has a crit. So it's a pretty nice thing to have as well. So how the strike goes is like that. First strike, second strike, third strike, fourth strike. So very simple. If your opponent is able to survive them all, then they deserve to win, because this is impossible to guard. Alright, finally 1 last copy of, this is just a trial deck stuff. It's just mainly used for flipping up. Her skill is when this unit attack hits the Vanguard, you may clone 1 card on the field. If you do, that unit gets us 2k power. The super core unit gets us 2k power. So yeah, just that flip up. So I hope you guys enjoy my deck profile on my Ahsha deck. Be sure to add me and subscribe to my channel. Peace out and love you guys. Rawr.